Hey dear breathing family, I'm finally recording myself to talk about the book Conscious Loving, A Journey to Co-Commitment by Gay and Caitlin Hendricks. It took me a while, but today I sat down and I revisited all the things I highlighted in the book, the things I've written down, and yeah, once again I was just feeling with the next partner that I let into my life and the next partner I'm gonna co-create with, I really want to sit down and share this amazing book with. I recommended this book to so many people because I think it's just packed from the very beginning to the end with all the information you need to know before diving into a relationship and co-creating with another being. So I split up with my ex-partner around about the time where we started our course, and I've been happily single since. Really learning to feel myself as an individual. Because I felt like in the 2 years I've been in a relationship with him before, we were always complementing one another, and I mean that energetically. So the space that he took, I just couldn't take because it was just not possible. We were filling this circle, the two of us, and I felt like when I was being together with him all the time, I just didn't feel myself fully, and I didn't allow myself to really unfold in all the ways that I am. So that's also one big takeaway for me from this book: the importance of feeling yourself as a complete individual while being in co-creation in a dynamic with another being, with another person. And I just love this book so much because it encourages me and it highlights that you can really face the future as co-creators, and that the relationship can actually be like the catalyst for everyone's growth, and that it's just showing ways where we can support one another to really unfold in the way we want to, and in the best way, in our highest potential. And it's a little bit like when I was reading the book, I was like, wow, that would be just so incredible if I could find a person who would be with all its heart committed also for me to be blooming, and would give me so much space in which I can explore myself, in which I can walk along my learning path. And I think it's also very crucial to be like, we co-create as long as we can support one another on this in this journey of life, in this chapter we are together. And once we realize that it's better to give space, that we just fully acknowledge that, and that you see relationship as this project for co-creation, where both people from the very beginning know certain commitments, know certain agreements, and I think in this book it's just all wrapped together so beautifully. So one of the biggest takeaways from this book for me is that we are reproducing so many patterns we learned from observing our parents, how our parents were in a relationship with one another. And yeah, just noticing that I, especially when it comes to communication, have been replicating so many patterns of my mom, and just reading that in the book and feeling that my body is like giving me like a full reaction. It was just so revealing. I felt like there was something falling off my eyes when I realized that, and just this moment of realization, and then talking to different people about it, also talking to my mom about it actually, yeah, was really, really powerful for me and transformed so much. Yeah, just this moment of awareness about it. And here I wrote down, truth always has priority because we are committed to revealing rather than concealing. And that's a big shift, not only, yeah, not, it's a big shift in all relationships I have, all interactions I have, really acknowledging all the things that I feel inside, and sharing that with others, and not being ashamed, and not being scared of reaction, because it's the truth and it's the highest thing I can share with other being in this moment. Yeah, and that's also like the one of the commitments in the book is committing yourself to revealing yourself fully in your relationships, and yeah, not concealing yourself. Yeah, that's a big thing, like showing myself as who I am, um, and also with the relationships I have with people who know me over almost all my life, where and now traveling, I just noticed when I was reflecting about it that I'm hiding a lot of parts of myself because I assume that it's not safe to show those, or that they wouldn't like and wouldn't resonate with those parts. But noticing that more and more, I'm brave to show myself, and I'm just thinking, what's the point in hiding? What's the point in pretending? The people who love me and see me as who I am, yeah, they will stay with me, and they will celebrate my courage to completely show who I am. Yeah, and so this book just really made me sensitive and made me step more into this position of observing others and like their relationship, and yeah, it's like I'm walking through this world and I'm talking to people, and I'm just like, wow, it's like the majority of relationships are just completely based in codependency, and I just see all those entanglements, all those restrictions, and it actually makes me quite sad because yeah, we are just not aware. No one ever talks to us about that, about this, yeah, codependency in relationships. It was the first time for me when I read this book about actually becoming aware of that. Yeah, that those this codependency is just keeping us so small and making things so heavy and more difficult, because of being just not aware. And yeah, those unconscious deals, they describe them as, yeah, deals you make between people, with your partner. Um, Something like, if you don't change, if you don't work on your patterns, I won't change either. So we kind of keep the relationship rolling, but just with such a diminished way of being together. And I see that a lot. I see that so many people are doing that. And yeah, just hiding so much, like hiding their truth, and projecting and withdrawing themselves, yeah, just always of protection, I guess. Yeah, just becoming, through this book, I just became aware of so many things, and there's so much to talk about. And I just feel like now, once I've revisited the book, I'm just like, I want to read it again from the very beginning, because it's such a great teacher. And yeah, just knowing that in the next relationship I'm gonna dive in, I'm gonna bring this book, and I'm gonna be okay, we're gonna sit down and we're gonna, you know, have a proper conversation about what we're gonna get oneself into. But because I just know that relationships have this huge potential for everyone to just get more intimate with themselves, and this potential of really creating something where everyone can feel free and empowered on their life's journey. And yeah, I just now remembered this image which they described in the book, that when you don't confront your shadow and you don't work with what your shadow contains, you actually reach a point where when you are in a relationship with someone, where the two shadows are having the relationship with one another and not the two real people. So yeah, I just wanna see the other person as it truly is. I wanted that the other person is sharing the absolute truth, absolute essence with me, and I want to do the same and feel safe in this co-creation. Yeah, amazing book. When I talk about it, I'm just getting really excited, and I really want to share and recommend this book to so many people, because I think it's essential. And yeah, it's a great teacher. It's a great thing to read before diving in a relationship. Yeah. Okay. That's it from my side. I wish you all a very lovely day. See you very soon. Mwah.